DeLeo and I'm with Rising Star Outreach, and I'm also working from home today. So we're gonna head in here to my art studio where it's more quiet and so I can hide from my kids. Welcome to my fabulous art studio. This is the painting we're gonna be doing tonight. Are you ready? Are you excited? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's for beginners. Don't worry. You're gonna be amazing at it. Before we get started, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about Rising Star Outreach. It's an incredible organization that I have the privilege of getting to be a part of. Rising Star Outreach is a nonprofit here in Provo, Utah, where we help heal and empower the leprosy affected. We've been really also very concerned about COVID-19 and social distancing, and we know that everybody is really struggling during this time with not being able to get out and see their families and do a lot of the activities that they love. So we wanted to come together and collaborate with some incredible content creators out there and really shine a light on what we do best, come together as a community and share some wellness videos and resources so that we all can make it through this challenging time together. So just a few things about this awesome paint night. This is inspired by my trip to India earlier this year. It's a little boho elephant. And it was super simple to make. You don't need to have ever needed to paint before to be able to paint this. It's beginner level, and you're gonna need about 30 minutes, and you can pause the video as you go, and there may be like dry time, so maybe like 30 minutes to an hour with dry time to do these. The paints that you're going to need is a black, a cobalt blue, a white, a gold, and this like really beautiful dark burgundy purple. So just 5 colors. And the paintbrushes that you're going to need is like a wider brush for filling stuff in, a tiny brush for detail, and a toothbrush. Best paintbrush ever. This is actually not the best paintbrush ever, but it makes really, really good stars. It makes stars easy and quick. Alright, so you guys ready to get started? Okay, let's go. As you can see here, I'm going to get started with the background with the stars. I've got a cobalt blue, a lighter blue, and a black. I like to have a mixture of colors just to get those kind of dynamic colors going on in the background in your night sky. So I'm going to go ahead and mix a little kind of in this area. Oh, you can see my blue's kind of running here. But we've got like a nice dark navy blue on the brush here. And I'm just going to start kind of up here in my corner and then work my way down by adding blue bits and then mixing those in. And the closer you get to the middle, the more blue you're gonna want as it kind of lightens up as you get down to the bottom. Now we don't want to paint the whole thing, we're gonna paint about 3/4 of it. Nice wide strokes. Now you'll probably notice I'm a little bit of a messy painter. That's okay. Doesn't matter. It's just supposed to be fun. Not doing this for anybody but ourselves. You know, and the great thing about acrylic is if you make a mistake, you let it dry in a few minutes, and then you just go over it some more. So I'm really liking that. I get paint everywhere, but I have a little art studio, so my family doesn't mind too much. All right, so as I get closer down here, I'm gonna pick up more of those blues, but it's fun to kind of mix in. And if you want that cobalt blue, if you want to get like more texture on your board instead of long swipes and stuff, you can do like shorter little taps with your brush, or you can have a more blended look by having longer strokes. All right, let's see how that's looking. I'm gonna bring that in there. Now acrylic does dry pretty quickly, so you don't have a lot of time to work with it. But that's okay, we don't need a lot of time. This up here. It's okay if you do get paint on over here. This is just where the elephant is gonna start from. So you can cover your whole board if you want, or you can just do some of it. All right, so background's just about done here. And you could even turn your brush sideways. I love this little fan brush because it's just very multi-purpose. Pull in some of those blacks, some of those. It's even fun to get some, like, you could get some wisps in there if you want. Kind of make it, get some of those zigzags in there, you know. A little bit of Van Gogh twirly twirly night for, you know, see I got a little too much black there on the bottom. All right, that's really starting to shape up pretty good. See how nice it is with all those different colors? Just have fun with it. See what kind of different kind of strokes you like, different kind of textures. Everybody likes different things, right? Right. Okay, so I'm loving that. This looks pretty great. Let's see, go with like a kind of on the front. There's a little bit of a glare from the window. See, there you go. This next part we're going to be working on is the stars. As you can see, my canvas is already starting to dry. You don't have to let it dry all the way in order to do the stars. It'll work just fine if your canvas still has wet paint on it. So this is the part where we use the toothbrush. I just mix a little bit of yellow, mostly white, and you want to put like maybe yellow on one side of your brush and white on another part. The best way to do this is actually to lay your canvas down and to put this on, but you guys won't be able to see that if I do it. So let's see if I can do this while it's up like this. So I'm gonna just run my thumb across the bristles close to my board. Oh, there it goes, it's working out pretty good. You can just do that a bunch of times, see how you like it. All right. That looks pretty good. And then I think maybe I'll just do straight white. Wipe my brush off and get some, maybe some straight white on there for just a little bit more dynamic. I think there was just a little bit too much white on my last brush. All right, let's go do that again. Some up in this corner where it's darker at. You see more stars where it's dark, so if you can, try to get more stars up top than at the bottom. All right, let's see, take a closer look at that. That's starting to look like the night sky. Nice. Okay. Now, once we have that part, before you do your elephant, you're going to want to make sure that your canvas is dry for the elephant part. First thing we want to do is we will kind of want, I'm going to use this brush, it's a lot smaller tip, and I'm going to create the outline. So we're going to start at the top of the elephant's head, about a ½ inch from the top of your canvas. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark it right there, and then I'm going to mark where the elephant ear, where I want the elephant ear tip, where it comes out to the furthest point, and that's going to be about a little more than halfway. So a little further down. All right, so halfway. See, halfway's here, so we just want a little past that. So that's about the ear part, and then we're going to want to go in kind of where the tusk is going to be, here, and then where the trunk is going to be. Okay, so now we've got those markers and we know we've got to stretch our brush to in there. And then the top of the ear, I like to put a little marker right there. So this helps keep things in alignment. All right, so we're gonna go down from the head just a tiny bit, and then touch that top of that ear, and then we're gonna come down, kind of in a nice curve here. And then we're gonna, when you go to make, this is the under ear part, we're gonna make kind of a big scoop and then wiggle, wiggle. And then right here, spot where the tusk is, and then we come down to that trunk. Very nice. Okay, so if you're happy with that, you can go back over, make your line a little bit cleaner, which I like to do now that I've got the outline how I like it. Very nice. Okay, and I'm using a plum color, plum purpley color. It's fun to make animals, unexpected colors. And like the night sky, all the colors look different in the night sky. So we can get really fun and really imaginative with what color our elephant is going to be. All right, so now that we've got our outline, I've got a lot of filling in to do. So that's why I'm gonna use this fan brush again. And I don't know if you can see this on my paint, but I've got a couple of different colors. I've got that darker maroon and the plum going on here. And I don't want to mix them too much because I really like how that looks. I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in nice and good. The best way to paint is to paint for yourself with the idea that you're not going to show it to anybody else, and this is just for you. You're going to enjoy painting a lot more. You know, I used to paint all the time, and I would paint for state fairs and competitions and stuff like that, and I actually lost my love of painting for a really, really long time. And then a friend of mine did a paint night with me and her, and I had the best time following along, and wasn't a complicated piece, and we were all making the same thing, and I realized that I really do love painting, and that I had taken the fun out of it because I started comparing myself so much to the other artists and other people's work, and I started doing it to compete, and decided, you know what, whenever I paint, it's just for me, it's just for fun. So, you guys, you need to paint this for you, just for fun, not to show anybody else, just for yourself. You need this, you know? And if it just turns out really, really good, extra bonus if you feel like showing it to other people. But not required, right? So I like playing with the textures of the paint, so I'm gonna, like kind of where the elephant face kind of turns out here, I'm gonna put some like fun different colors in there. And then over here where the trunk is, let's put some different stripes and stuff, but you don't have to do this. You can do what you like, what you feel works for you in your painting. I'm gonna blend those in. Just wanted to get some different kind of strokes and variations in there, just to break up some of those colors. All right, looking kind of fun. That, let's see, kind of follow along the face maybe that we're gonna put in a little bit. Let's see, some fun, nice chunks of color in there. Oh, it looks like I got a little crazy on my loop. One of my loops there, on one of my ear loops. I'm gonna have to fix that, see? It's okay if it's not perfect. It's just for fun. It's just for us to enjoy. Right? Alright, that's looking really nice. Now, see if I got all my color filled in nice and good. And I definitely was extra heavy on the brush with this one. So I am going to have to let that dry. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, the elephant is looking pretty dry now. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the details of the elephant on. So kind of the lines of the face. I'm gonna put these lines on the face. And what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna go back to this palette we made earlier. I still have some what paint. I'm gonna get this cobalt blue. I'm gonna do blue colors. You can use black or dark blue like I'm doing, but you're gonna wanna use a darker color because when we do the henna detail after this, we'll want it to really pop. So I'm having a hard time making this get a little lighter. There's just a lot of black on this plate. All right. Good. That's a nice navy blue there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start at the tusk. Make my first line. So the tusk is gonna appear right here. So I'm gonna start. A little trick before I get started on that. A little trick: if you roll your brush like this and then pull it away, it makes it a sharper point at the top of your brush there. For little details like this. All right. Start at the trunk. I always get nervous with stuff like this. All right. Probably want to just do one there. And we've got kind of this detail going down here. Okay. All right. And then that goes up right here. I want that to go up right there. Okay. Then we're going to go to the top of the head, and you're going to use this line as a marker. So the line for the eye comes out about right here. Okay. We know that we want the eye to kind of come down right here. And then top of the head, we got a line coming from the top of the head that goes over and then down here. And then we want to connect to this eye right here. So I'm going to come back up from this eye goes and connect. Okay. And then this is going to come down, connect into here. All right. There we go. We got that nice line. Okay. All right. And then our elephant is going to be a sleeping elephant because she's dreaming. See with the night sky? Maybe she's not actually sleeping. Maybe she's meditating. She's taking a moment to be calm because things can get a little crazy. And she's thinking, and just take a minute to breathe. So she's gonna have her eyes closed. All right, so to do the eye, we don't want to go all the way to the line out here. We want to come in just a little bit and we'll just make a nice skinny line right there. Very, very good. And then elephants have, you know, some wrinkles because they be living life. So we're gonna give them kind of some wrinkles going on here, like this. Okay. And then, let's see, we're gonna go over here and work on this tusk-like area. Okay. And now we're gonna get those other wrinkles going. Get one here. One right here. Here. And then as you start getting into the trunk, you're gonna wanna start making those a little more round. More rounder. There we go. Good. Okay. And yeah, that's really looking nice. Let's go in here and just clean up these lines a little bit more. And then on the ears, gonna just in here and kind of bring up some lines right there. Very good. Maybe make a few lines. Outline that just a little bit. All right, here we go. It's looking nice. Okay, the very last thing with the lines, I'm going to give her some fabulous eyelashes. You don't have to do this. I just like it. I think it's fun. Brings in that vibe that she's restful, taking care of things, taking a moment, and she's fabulous. Right. Okay. Well, if you are liking your lines, see, and I think I made this line a little too thick, so you may want to go with like a smaller brush there than what I did. Definitely go with a smaller brush. And if it is too thick for you, like it is, I really want this tusk to kind of show through right here, so I'm gonna just add some more of that plum right here to thin out that line. Yeah. There we go, that looks better. And then just fix this kind of trunk area a little bit. It's easy. What's really nice about acrylic paints is they're pretty forgiving. You make a mistake, you just let it dry and then paint over it. I think we're ready to move straight on to adding the really cool henna detail. Okay, let's get started on that. Let's start with giving this beauty a crown. Let's go here and make a round shape up top. So this gold, I may have to go over it a couple of times because it's kind of opaque kind of thing going on. So we're gonna do 2 lines and the third line. Let's see, third line right here. And then this line is going to be a little extra thick. Nice and good. Now I love this part. I think this is my favorite part of doing this elephant, is decorating it henna style. So really let your creativity fly here. You could do all sorts of different designs, and you could go kind of like a more floral look or a more geometric look here. Okay, so it's the top of the crown. I'm gonna scoot in here, and now I'm gonna give her some, I'm gonna go triangles. So first triangle we're gonna do is we're gonna put a big diamond shaped, actually, right here. All right. And you may, like, if you decide to do gold and it's really big like mine, you may want to do some white first and then put the gold on top. You can even do this with like a gold pen. Could be really fun. Okay, now that we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and put these little triangles on, starting from here. See how fun that is? This makes it look really neat. Okay, get our triangles on there. Good. And then under that, we're gonna do little diamonds. Very nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get, I just love this. We're gonna do some really cool drama here. Then we're gonna take right under this diamond and right by the eye, we're gonna make a half circle, come around, and then in below the eye there. Very neat. That up. Gotta do like everything twice because this gold is so thin. Okay, and then we can go over here to the ear, and this one we're gonna do some drama. Okay, I'm gonna kind of make like a long S shape. Ah. Right there. Right. Okay. nice and long S. Very good. And then I'm gonna put these like petals separated into the ear, on the tips of the ear. This is a very fabulous elephant. Here you go. Nice sweeping motion. And then one more for there. Very cool. And then, so that we're gonna do some dots. Let's see. Lower my brush up and we're gonna place some cool dots on her ear. Ready? Doot, doot. Do you guys like to make sound effects when you paint? If you're painting by yourself, no one will know. So just do what makes you happy. Okay. And I'm gonna put a little swoosh over by the eye on this side. Kind of enhance those eyelash, elephant's eyelash. And then some dots for that little swoosh. And really, like, wherever you see like a line or a dot or a triangle can go, just do it. Over here, and we'll do this little finish this neat little sunflower eye. Have this one go straight out here. Make these long ovals for petals. Little sunflower. There you go. What do you think this elephant's thinking about? If you were this elephant, hold still so they don't mess up my makeup. Probably. That's what I'd be thinking. All right, that's really coming along. Okay. Here, let's do like another little diamond. Here. Very cool. Just gonna have a little inside diamond. And then even, I'm not sure. Maybe I want to do like a, get crazy and maybe do a, something along the lines of the tusk we're gonna put in. Another little swoosh down here. What do you think? Then maybe another like tribal triangle at the very bottom. So I just keep thinking the only thing that is missing from all this is music, but I didn't want to play my music because I was hoping you guys would want to listen to your own music, while you watch this, something that you really love and you really enjoy in a genre that you really get into. So I didn't want to play my own music because we all like different things, right? So instead, I'm filling the void with a whole lot of my voice. So I'm sure you'd rather be listening to your music than on my chitty chat. Okay. All right, I'm gonna add some dots here. Just feel like there should be dots here. Do-do, 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 doot. You know what's really neat about this is that you can have your paint be a little see-through. It's gonna probably even be really neat that way. So you can still see some of the details underneath. This is for the tusk. We're gonna decorate these fierce mama tusks. Very good. Okay, well, now you can just go over that and fill those in thicker if you want or not. And then we're gonna, let's add that tusk. It's the last thing we need to do. Let's see, my paint is a little like old and crusty, so I've got to take the lid off to get my white paint out. That's how old this paint is. All right, got that. Okay, get in there, get that white, the white paint. And we are gonna get that tusk. Now the tusk you can have, like, if you want to do a short one or a long one or a round one, you can do whatever you want, right? Lots of ways to do a tusk. I really like how this white just pops out of everything. It's just this bright tusk. Really like brings home that whole look. Okay, well, now you have all this room. You can add a cool little word if you want, or thought to go along with it. I'm gonna go back through. There's one last thing I want to do, and that's while we have the white, and that's I'm gonna go through the night sky and just add a few bigger, brighter dots. Maybe even like make a cool constellation. Pull some of those in. Just place things here and there. Very strategic. Really takes that night sky up a couple notches. Having those. Right? I think so. Very cool. Try to imagine how stars are placed here and there. How's that looking? Pretty fancy? Now the last thing you gotta do, one last thing with your painting when you got it all done. Don't forget to sign it. Okay, there you go. And there is your India elephant. Perfect thing to paint when you're home doing some social distancing. Take some time for you, take some time for a little peace in your life, a little inspiration, and a little creativity.